Hello, and welcome to my presentation on managing dependencies in object-oriented design. My name is Matthew Wingerden, and today we'll be going over understanding what are hidden dependencies and how they can hinder our testing. And then for the rest of the presentation, we'll be going over techniques for managing the hidden dependencies, such as parameterized constructor, extract and override factory method, and supersede instance variable. And then we'll end with a Q&A and a conclusion. All right, understanding hidden dependencies. Hidden dependencies are those that are not obvious from the surface but exist within our code base. They often kind of lurk within the constructors, making it challenging to identify and manage what could be effectively, we could identify and manage them effectively. These dependencies can hinder our ability to maintain and test our software properly, leading to potential issues down the line. As you can see here in the top right picture, this constructor for the mailing list dispatcher, it's using a magic number of kind type 12, which is not very clear on what that is referring to. As seen also there, it uses the keyword new in there. And for the constructor, for the parameters of the constructor, so we have to rely on something else in order to create this object. And then for the constructor itself is also a lot of detailed work in there, which makes it not very obvious to those who have not written this code. Therefore, one strategy to help with hidden dependencies is a parameterized constructor. Here we can externalize dependencies by passing them into the constructor. This makes the dependencies explicit and improves testability. As you can see in the top right picture again, that's the constructor. But in the bottom right, we made the mail service object is created outside the class and passed in with the mailing list dispatcher function at the bottom. The strategy is not used very often because people assume all clients of the class will have to be changed as you pass in the new parameter, but that is not the case. It will just work just as fine as it was originally built. The next strategy is the extract and override factory method. For this one, by moving an object creation code out of the constructor and into a separate factory method, we can gain more control over dependencies. However, it is essential to be cautious, especially in languages such as C++, where a virtual function calls and constructors can pose very strict limitations. As seen in the three pictures to the right, on the very top one, you can see here the initialization of StreamReader and StreamWriter. We cannot use these classes for unit testing purposes because we do not want to read and write files because there could be some sort of file system issues that we are not aware of. So the first step is to move creation of payment transfer class to a separate method. And that's what the second picture shows in the middle there. Now we can create extend class that overrides the get transformer method for testing purposes. And we can use a fake payment transformer method as seen in the bottom picture there. All right, for the third and last strategy, the supersede instance variable. The supersede instance variable technique provides a way to replace an object instance after construction using a setter method. This approach can be very helpful, in Java, in languages such as Java. We must be mindful of memory management concerns, especially in languages like C++. As you can see for the watercolor pane constructor there on the top picture, we can just take it out and make a new method called supersede cursor, as shown in the middle picture there with the focus widget new cursor parameter, and then we can create our test method as seen in the bottom picture there. All right. In conclusion, managing dependencies can be crucial for maintaining code quality and ensuring testability in object-oriented design. By employing such techniques that I have mentioned in this presentation, we can tackle hidden dependencies effectively. All right, and then any questions, this will be the time to do it. But thank you for listening to my presentation today.